Imagine a young boy recalling vivid memories of a life he never lived, speaking of places he's never been.
My name's Noah. I do believe I was my uncle.
This is not a fictional tale, but a real account that challenges our understanding of life and rebirth. In Buddhism, the fear of being reborn as an animal is a profound concern. Join us as we explore whether this fear is justified and what it reveals about the nature of our existence.
Before we continue, Nam-myoho Renge-kyo Online Buddhism is an independent body sharing the teachings of Nichiren Daishonin. If you're new, subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our Facebook page. You can find everything in the video description. Like and share this video to spread the important teachings of Nichiren, and tell us in the comment section below how you stumbled upon this video.
Konnichiwa, minasan. Today, we delve into the profound Buddhist concept of rebirth. Buddhism teaches that rebirth is not about a permanent soul, but rather a continuation of consciousness shaped by karma. This consciousness, influenced by our actions and experiences, can manifest in various forms, including animals, humans, and even divine beings. This cycle of birth, death, and rebirth is known as samsara. In Buddhist cosmology, samsara is the continuous cycle of life, death, and rebirth, driven by karma. Karma, the law of moral causation, refers to the actions driven by intention, which influence future circumstances. Good actions can lead to higher realms of rebirth, while negative actions can result in lower realms. This concept of samsara dates back to the early teachings of Buddhism, around the 5th century before Common Era, as found in ancient scriptures like the Pali Canon. The teachings emphasize that our current life is a result of past actions, and our future lives will be shaped by what we do now. Understanding samsara and karma helps us grasp why Buddhists might fear being reborn in the animal realm. But what exactly does this fear entail? Next, we'll explore the 6 realms of existence in greater detail, focusing on the animal realm and its unique challenges. Stay with us to uncover the deeper layers of this fascinating topic. Have you ever wondered about the different realms of existence in Buddhism and how they relate to our current life? Imagine there are 6 places where living things can be reborn. We're going to explore these places and see how the animal realm works in this whole thing. In Buddhist teachings, the universe is divided into 6 realms of existence: gods, demigods, humans, animals, hungry ghosts, and hell beings. Each realm represents a different state of consciousness and being, influenced by one's karma. These realms are more than just physical places. They reflect our mental states and ethical conditions. At the top are the realms of the gods and demigods, where beings experience great pleasure and power. The human realm, where we currently reside, offers a unique balance of suffering and joy, making it ideal for spiritual practice and growth. Below the human realm are the animal realm, the realm of hungry ghosts, and the hell realm, each associated with increasing levels of suffering and negative karma. The animal realm is considered one of the lower realms of existence. Animals are seen as sentient beings with consciousness, but with limited capacity for moral and spiritual development compared to humans. Rebirth in the animal realm is often seen as a consequence of negative karma. This realm involves significant suffering due to the constant struggle for survival, lack of understanding, and inability to practice Dharma effectively. Jeffrey Barstow, a scholar of Tibetan Buddhism, notes that while humans and animals belong to distinct realms of existence, they are not fundamentally different types of beings. The boundary between these realms is fluid, influenced by karma. Ever wonder why some people are scared of being reborn as an animal? We'll explore that fear as we learn more about animals and what humans think about being reborn as one. It's going to be interesting, so stay tuned. What makes the idea of being reborn as an animal so unsettling to many? Let's explore the human perspective and Buddhist teachings to uncover the root of this fear. From a human perspective, the idea of being reborn as an animal can be frightening. This fear stems from perceived suffering, lack of control, and limited opportunities for spiritual growth in the animal realm. Humans often associate animal life with constant struggle, predation, and survival, which can seem daunting compared to the relative comfort and potential for enlightenment found in human existence. Furthermore, the inability to practice dharma or accumulate positive karma as an animal adds to this fear. The thought of being trapped in a state with limited spiritual progression and higher susceptibility to suffering can be a powerful motivator for humans to live ethically and mindfully. Buddhism encourages us to overcome fear through understanding and compassion. The fear of rebirth as an animal can motivate individuals to live more ethically and mindfully. By cultivating positive actions and intentions, one can influence their future rebirth. Buddhism teaches that all beings are interconnected and have experienced countless lifetimes in various forms. This perspective helps us develop empathy and compassion towards all living beings, including animals. This contemplative practice draws on the belief that all beings have lived an infinite number of lives. At some point in the past, simple math suggests that any two beings have in fact been related as mother and child. By understanding the reasons behind the fear of animal rebirth and the Buddhist teachings that address it, we gain insight into the importance of ethical living. Next, we'll explore the role of compassion and interconnectedness in Buddhism and how these principles help alleviate the fear of rebirth. Stay with us to discover the deeper wisdom that guides us towards a more compassionate existence. How can the concept of interconnectedness transform our fear of rebirth and foster a more compassionate life? Let's explore the profound teachings of Buddhism on compassion and rebirth. Buddhism teaches that all beings are interconnected and have experienced countless lifetimes. This perspective is rooted in the belief that each life is a continuation of a previous one, shaped by karma. This interconnectedness fosters compassion for all sentient beings. Practices such as viewing animals as one's own mother in past lives help cultivate empathy and reduce fear. By recognizing that every being has at some point been a mother, father, sibling, or child to us, we develop a deep sense of connection and compassion. This compassionate outlook is not just about feeling empathy, but also about taking action to alleviate the suffering of others. By treating all beings with kindness and respect, we honor the interconnected web of life that Buddhism teaches. Jeffrey Bastow and other Buddhist scholars emphasize that the division between humans and animals is not fixed. They advocate for compassion and ethical treatment of animals, reflecting the interconnectedness of all life forms. Bastow notes, this contemplative practice draws on the belief that all beings have lived an infinite number of lives. At some point in the past, simple math suggests that any two beings have, in fact, been related as mother and child. This profound insight encourages us to see beyond our current form and recognize the shared journey of all sentient beings. Being kind to all living things can help us overcome our fears and live better. We'll learn how to be more compassionate in daily life and how these choices can even affect what happens after death, depending on your beliefs. Plus, we'll find ways to be more mindful and less scared. Stick around for practical tips on living a kind and thoughtful life. Can science provide evidence for the concept of rebirth? Let's explore the intriguing research conducted by Dr. Ian Stevenson and Dr. Jim Tucker, which delves into this fascinating question. While there is no conclusive scientific proof of rebirth, research by Dr. Ian Stevenson and Dr. Jim Tucker has documented over 2,500 cases of children reclined in past lives. Their work provides intriguing evidence but remains controversial in the scientific community. Stevenson, a pioneer in this field, began his research in the 1960s. He meticulously verified details provided by children about their previous lives, including specific names, places, and events. One of the most compelling cases is that of James Leininger, a young boy who recalled being a World War II fighter pilot named James Houston Jr. His vivid memories included specific details of Houston's life and death, which were later verified through historical records.
He'd be screaming, and he'd always be laying on his back, kicking his feet up at the ceiling. And I'd say, "Baby, what were you dreaming about?" And he'd say, "Airplane crash on fire, little man can't get out."
Similarly, Cameron Macaulay, a boy from Scotland, described a past life on Barra Island with astonishing accuracy. He provided details about his previous family's home and lifestyle, all of which were confirmed by local residents.
What can you tell me about the house that you lived in?
It was white.
How many stories were there? Was it just one level or was it more than one?
One level.
Another notable case is that of Gus Taylor, who claimed to be the reincarnation of his own grandfather. Gus recounted specific memories and events that were verified by his family, adding further intrigue to these studies. Despite these compelling anecdotes, the findings are not universally accepted. The scientific community debates the validity of such cases, citing the need for more objective evidence and controlled studies. Critics argue that cultural, psychological, and suggestive factors could explain many of the reported memories. Moreover, the lack of reproducible evidence and the challenges in verifying past life claims under strict scientific conditions contribute to ongoing skepticism. Science doesn't quite agree on rebirth yet, but that's okay. We'll see how this debate affects ideas about living a good life and spiritual practices. We'll also learn practical ways to be kind and mindful, which can help reduce the fear of rebirth. Again, depending on your beliefs. Stick around for tips on living a better life. How can our daily actions shape our future existence? Let's explore the Buddhist teachings on ethical living. Buddhist teachings emphasize living ethically to accumulate positive karma and aim for a higher rebirth. Karma, the law of moral causation, dictates that our actions, driven by intention, directly impact our future lives. By engaging in compassionate acts and ethical behavior, one can positively influence their future existence. Ethical living involves not only refraining from harmful actions, but also actively performing good deeds. The fear of being reborn as an animal can actually be a good thing. It reminds us to be good people, both ethically and spiritually, according to Buddhism. By caring about others' suffering, compassion, we can turn this fear into a reason to live a better life. Whether you believe in Buddhist teachings or science, thinking about rebirth can make you want to be a better person today. Learning and caring about others is a powerful journey. It can help us turn our fears into ways to grow as people. By exploring the idea of rebirth, we can not only feel more connected to our spirituality, but also feel closer to all living things, even animals. Just as the lotus flower blooms untainted in the muddy waters, so too can our spirits rise above the cycles of rebirth. Embrace compassion and wisdom, for within each act of kindness lies the seed of enlightenment. Fear not the forms you may take, for every life is a step closer to awakening. walk the path with love and light, knowing that all beings are interconnected in the journey towards peace.